Hi, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not relatable. So today I'm here with a brand new Amberlynn Reid React. Let's get right into this.
I just wanted to start this vlog because I want to show you what I'm about to start. I don't think I'll be finishing it tonight. I truly don't, but I'm going to be starting one of these dot to dots. There's literally, I guess, 1,000 dots. I don't know. So I took out the first page, and you guys, what the heck?
These numbers are so teeny tiny. I can't even find one. Somewhere over here. Where are you? Is that number one? Oh, where's number two? Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, two's over here. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be something else. So, maybe like a little update on this. So this would be update number one. So that's the first 101. I'm officially an artist. So come at me, bro. Look at that. I think that's like a pine tree. I don't even know. Palm tree. Pine tree. Oh my god. Update number 2. So I've done 201 dots. Yeah. I think I stopped being an artist somewhere around right here.
This is very odd to me. The idea of grown adults sitting around and like coloring or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good paint night with friends, but just on your own, sitting at home, coloring is it strikes me as being oddly childish, but maybe that's just my perspective on it. If you guys enjoy that sort of thing, please do let me know, because I want to know if this is a common occurrence and I'm just the weird one out, or if this is something very quirky and odd that Amberlynn likes to engage in.
Hello, welcome to a new day, the next day.
Her hair looks very, very nice and very, very shiny, but Amber girl, cut it. Trust me, you will thank me. Cut your hair, girl, cut it. And while you're at it, get a face frame.
I'm actually in the middle of making a TikTok. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out because I'm not very good at TikTok. Doing the best I can over there.
Don't tell me you aren't trolling on TikTok, okay? You can't possibly tell me that you aren't sitting there trolling on TikTok with your little pasta video. Girl, bye.
Do you believe how badly our president wants TikTok to be, like, not allowed in the USA? I find that to be mighty weird, folks.
Amber, this is genuinely coming from a place of care. Don't talk about politics on your channel. And I mean this very seriously. You have an absolute right to do so if you want, but making political commentary is a difficult thing. And you need to have a nuanced understanding of politics, something that I've never seen you express before. If you judge incorrectly what your audience's leanings are, then what's gonna end up happening is that half of your audience or something like that is gonna end up just leaving, right? And that might be fine if you had other sources of revenue. That might be fine if you were willing to accept a loss in revenue to stand behind what you believe in. I think that's a noble thing to do. But from the amount of trolling that you've done to try and rope in more views, it gives me the feeling that you're not going to be okay with it. You're not okay with taking the monetary hit, and that doing this is actually going to put you in a state of mind where you're going to troll harder and do more extreme things to try and get the views and the money back. So just don't engage in it. I know it's tempting and sometimes it can be fun, but just don't engage in it, please. For anyone who's interested in my political beliefs, I will not be discussing them on my channel, mostly because, I mean, I'm not monetized, I don't have anything to lose, but it's just not the point of my channel. If you're curious, you can follow me on Twitter. The handle for my Twitter, my Instagram are all linked down below, as well as always what I'm wearing on my face, because I've seen that happen in a lot of places. People just ask like, hey, what's your lipstick? What's this? What's that? I just put it down below. If I have the links for anything, I just put it down there because I'm lazy.
So as you guys know, I'm constantly debating back and forth. Should I cut my hair? Should I not? Blah, blah, blah. I like my long hair, but I want to go short. So I saw someone on TikTok use this Instagram app to kind of decipher how she would look with short hair. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I want to show you guys, okay? Okay, watch. So that's how I'd look with short hair. I don't know. Watch it one more time. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I almost feel like it makes my face look smaller. I don't know.
yes, Amber girl, cut your hair. It will make your face look smaller, because what ends up happening is that when you've got very long hair, it kind of hangs like a curtain and it frames your face in a negative way, right? It just kind of draws it back and pulls more attention right onto your face. If you've got a little bit of bang action happening, it will like fall on your face, it'll cover parts of your face a little bit, and it'll give you some nice structure in your face. For rounder faced girls like yours truly, trust me, it is extremely helpful. My hair right now, I would have lovely bangs if it wasn't for the pandemic. I cannot go and get my hair cut right now. So I sadly will have to suffer with this pickety witch haircut for a little bit longer. But if you have the option to do so, I would highly recommend getting your hair cut shorter a little bit. Not even like this short. You can just get it cut to waist length, get rid of all the dead parts underneath, and just get like a face frame. It will really help you. And all of that undyed hair that you have, whatever you cut, if it's longer than 6 inches, you can donate to cancer patients. What could be a nicer tribute to Becky's mom than that?
So something kind of tragic happened to someone in my family. I don't want to go into it, but I guess during that process, they found some photos of me from when I was younger. So I'm going to show them to you guys right here. Okay, wow. I love seeing photos of me from when I was younger because I honestly don't really have any. I wish I did. I remember when I was really young, before I got put into foster care, we did have a lot of family photos, and I don't know where they went through it all and through everything that's happened. I lost 99.99999% of my childhood, so it's cool to see photos like these. And some of these photos actually were sent to me, I think, over a year ago from my cousin. So yeah, my aunt sent me the few at the beginning just today, and it was very, I don't know, it's just kind of weird to know that I used to be like a little girl. Like, do you guys ever feel like that too, where it's just like, wow, we used to be like a little creature, like walking around and just like learning life and being a sponge. It's just so crazy that like as a child you are a sponge. What you see is what you do 9 times out of 10. And then you grow up and become your own individual and try to shape yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You were a very cute baby. Very adorable. Those pictures are hecking adorable. And I totally get why you'd get emotional. I look at pictures sometimes, you know, from before my grandmother, before she passed away, and I get emotional. I mean, still to this day, she's been gone for many years now, and I can still barely handle it. It can be very emotional, and the memories that it pulls back can also be hard. And I hope they're all good ones, but even if they're not, you know, they're all part of your history. They're all little bits, little snapshots that make you who you are right now. Don't let it, if they're negative, don't let it get to you, and don't let it negatively impact your self-worth.
Hello everyone. We just dropped off some trash and we are headed about 2 hours from here to my family to finally pick out a headstone for my mom's grave. And then we have to go back to her house and go through her things, which I haven't been there since the funeral, and it's going to be extremely difficult, but I think I'll be okay. So that is what we are doing today.
I feel really bad for Becky. That's one of the hardest things anybody has to do. The only thing in life that I can imagine being harder than having to bury your parents would be having to bury your child. And you guys know, if you watch my last video, that there's some stuff happening in my life, and it's been a lot. So I feel where Becky's coming from, and girl, you know, just know that you have loved ones and your mom would want you to be happy.
Becky and her sisters and her mom's lifelong partner are across the street looking at headstones, and I'm just feeling sort of emotional. Becky's mom was her absolute best friend, and I just want to be there for her. And out of respect, I didn't obviously go over there. I just felt like, you know, yes, I'm part of the family, but I felt like it should be him and the 3 daughters. I just got done crying a little bit, and like, I don't know, I miss her, you know? And I haven't really like had time to like process myself that like my mother-in-law essentially, because Becky and I are going to be together forever, is like not here anymore, and it hurts. Like, I don't know. I'm just feeling a lot of emotions. Like, I wasn't able to go to the funeral because it was like 2 weeks after my surgery, and I physically couldn't, and it just makes me sad.
I mean, I can only imagine, right? Like, I can imagine. I know how hard it must be for Becky. I can imagine how hard it must be for Amberlynn too. And I know there's a ton of stuff out there about how she might have been homophobic towards Becky, how she might have been, you know, like lying on the internet and trying to take advantage of Amberlynn's audience, or all of this stuff. But none of that changes the way that Becky feels about her, because at the end of the day, she's still Becky's mom. Love is not a rational emotion. If it was, we'd probably have a lot less love songs. It's not a rational emotion. She can love who she loves, and she can grieve how she wants to grieve, and nobody gets to tell her otherwise. Another thing that I think people don't really understand is that love is a very nuanced emotion. It's complex, you know. You can be disappointed in someone's actions and still love them to the end of the earth. And I think that might be what it was for Becky. I don't know. But for us to sit here and assume that, you know, she shouldn't love her mom it's asinine. That's the only way that I can put it. So I'll be kind to Becky, okay?
Hey, we've been home for a few hours now. They found a headstone at the second place they went to, and it's shaped in a heart. It's actually really beautiful, and the quote that they're gonna have on it is really sweet. It's actually something that a family member of theirs used to say. So yeah, today was good. It was hard, but it was good. We went out to eat with her family, then went over to her family's house and spent time with them. And then after that, we actually went and hung out with Hannah and Rafe just for a little bit.
Okay, well, normally hanging out with friends is not something that I would encourage, especially not for Amberlynn. In this one particular situation, I can understand it. I get how she might want to spend some time with family and friends just to kind of get Becky's spirits up, get her own spirits back up. And I think that's perfectly fine. I really hope they were wearing a mask the whole time. I have my doubts, but I hope they were. But other than that, yeah, you should definitely lean on your friends during this time. That's literally what friends are for.
Hey guys, so it is the next day because this is what I slept in, but I haven't changed yet because I'm kind of just like relaxing a little bit. I'm actually coloring. Don't judge me. It's an adult coloring book. There is a such thing, so I just wanted to show you guys. It is a mythographic Color and Discover Paradise.
Okay, I'm judging a tiny bit right now because she's sitting here doing this alone while Becky is God knows where. I feel like she really should be focusing on spending more time with Becky right now and really trying to make Becky feel better, because I understand that you're sad and I understand that you can feel your feelings, but she was Becky's mom, and I really, really think you should try and be there for your partner right now. That's point number one. Point number two is, I don't care who says otherwise, paint, like adult coloring books are weird to me. Okay, I know I asked about the whole dot to dot map thing, but this is genuinely one of those things that I don't understand why people do them. Be a grown-up, mess up a Bob Ross tutorial like a real adult.
There's like hidden pictures within the picture. So this is the one I'm doing right now. It's like dolphins made out of like crystals, which is so cute. And like some of the hidden things is like a calculator, or there's like a lock right here.
And are you sure that that's an adult coloring book? Because it seems mildly childish. I don't know. Maybe I just have no idea what an adult coloring book is actually supposed to be.
So, getting ready, get me a pair of shoes, pink shoes today.
I really, really, really wish that Amber would buy more supportive shoes and even insoles for supportive shoes. She is a heavy woman, okay? That's not me shaming her. That's me pointing out that she's putting a ton of pressure on her feet. Her feet are going to be killing her all of the time. She could walk so much further and so much faster and feel so much better afterwards if she just wore supportive footwear. I once spent 6 weeks walking around Europe with completely flat shoes. Now, I am 3 to 4 inches taller than Amber, and I am significantly less than half her weight. And I messed up my feet in that time period, okay? I got plantar fasciitis, and in that last week of walking around, it was one of the most painful experiences of my life, like you wouldn't believe. It hurts so bad. And given her weight, she's actually at really high risk for it. I will, as always, I'll put up references on screen. I don't just like to say things. She's at particularly high risk for getting plantar fasciitis. If she just got supportive shoes and insoles, I feel like her feet would thank her. And if she doesn't already have plantar fasciitis, this will prevent her from getting them, and she could increase the amount of times that she walks. Why does she spend so much money on so much useless stuff and not on stuff that actually matters? This is something that actually matters. Get yourself a really nice pair of shoes. I mean, they're not going to be as cute as the flats are for sure, but they will do so much more for you. And I'm almost certain that you can probably buy like cuter styles, right? They might not be 100% adorable, but you should definitely buy really nice supportive shoes. Wear those 90% of the time and only bust out the adorable shoes for like parties and stuff like that.
So, one of the reasons why I'm wearing this outfit is because, okay, I get rid of a lot of clothes, you guys. Like, I buy a lot of clothes, so I get rid of a lot of clothes. Like, it's like I recycle clothes is what I'm trying to say.
No, ma'am. You do the clothing equivalent of binge and restrict. You do massive hauls, you buy hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, you never return stuff, even when it doesn't fit correctly or you don't like it, and then you give it all away. That's why I think Dana sent her that link. I think Dana knew that she's gonna end up buying stuff, and in a few weeks, it's probably gonna end up in her closet. I think that you need to stop doing that. I think that it would be healthy both for your mind, for your mental health. I think it would be healthy for your mental health and also just for like your financial health if you just stop buying such a massive amount of stuff, right? Have less stuff coming in. Tell us more about the pieces. You know what you could do because you have so much money and you're okay with spending it? Why don't you look for environmentally sustainable clothing, right? See if you can find stuff plus size options. Look for more unique pieces, not just like sweaters and stuff like that for larger ladies. That might actually be cool. And you can order like 1 or 2 things from stores that are like very customized. Heck, you could even do like the whole custom clothing option. That might be something really interesting. Most people don't have the option to do that. You could buy a few pieces here or there and get really nice custom outfits for your body that will fit you and support you and look lovely. Why don't you do that rather than spending so much money on a bunch of junk clothing that you don't like and will get rid of in a few weeks? And honestly, my concern isn't even just fiscal for her. I have a really big concern that she's transferring one of her problems to another problem, right? She went from over-consuming food, now she's over-consuming clothes. And I worry that she's transferring from one addiction to another. Now, I think that if she went to a therapist, these sorts of issues could be more easily addressed. But since she won't, I genuinely worry that this might be what's happening. And quite frankly, both can be equally destructive.
Normally, I'm just like, okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. This would be one of the things that I'd get rid of, but I've never even worn it before. So my new thing that I'm doing is wear it before you get rid of it, whether you've worn it before or you haven't, just to see how it feels. And so far, it's been working. And with what you guys saw yesterday, with what I was wearing yesterday, my hair was down and I had the dress on with the moons and stuff, like that felt more like me than this.
It's fine that you don't like that. You know, that's totally okay. It's totally okay to not like something that you buy. Everybody makes a mistake every once in a while. And yeah, it's good. You're wearing it. And a lot of times you buy a clothing item, and a lot of times you buy a clothing item, you look at it and you're like, actually, I don't know if I'm feeling it. You don't get around returning it, sitting in your closet. Before you give it away, wear it a couple of times. You might change your mind. You might really like the way that it looks on you. What I will say is, now that you know that you don't like very girly clothes, don't buy it again. Don't buy any more flower pattern dresses. Don't buy extremely pink sweaters. Don't buy things like that. Now that you know that you like a little bit more of the Hot Topic goth sort of an aesthetic, which is fine, just try and stick to that. Don't buy a bunch of things and hope that maybe your taste will change, because they probably haven't.
So, update. We went to the Dollar Tree. We went to Goodwill. We ended up getting dinner at this place where you actually stand in line and you build your own pizza. It was actually pretty cool. So I tried to make mine as healthy as I could. I got nothing but veggies on mine, and like the crust is like this thin, which I think I prefer.
All right, that's the second time that she's gone out to eat in 2 days. Now, in and of itself, not a bad thing. She could have gotten all healthy options and be perfectly okay. But my concern is that she's eating like 1 out of every 2 or 3 meals is eaten outside, and food cooked not by you generally will be higher in calories, because they don't care about your arteries, you know? They just want to make it salty, fatty, sweet, whatever, delicious food so that you will keep coming back. And I really, really worry that she might go the way of Chantal, and that it starts as a once a month thing. Then it becomes, okay, well, I'll just do it every Friday. Then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're eating 3 meals a day out every single day. And they slowly but surely devolve into less and less healthy options.
So, okay. First thing, I got 2 of my favorite toothpastes, Sensodyne Pronamel Gentle Whitening. So, got 2 of those.
What is she doing with toothpaste? I've only been reacting for like a few weeks now, and I think in the 3 weeks that I've been doing this would be the 4th set of this is like 4 tubes of toothpaste that she's bought. How is she going through them that fast? That makes 0% sense to me.
To stock up, got some more toothbrushes, which these are also my favorite. It's the Lyfe Clean Deep Clean Toothbrush. Just great stuff. I got Rarity some toys. I got 20 of toys. And why I say Rarity is because Wasabi simply watches Rarity play with toys. It's cute. So I got this Brilliant Eyes Ombre Liquid. It is eyeshadow by L'Oreal in the color 445 Crown Gold, which looks like that. I got another one in Brilliant Eyes in the color 425 Amethyst Quartz. Which looks like that. Then I got some Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in 680 Glam Glamour. Such a pretty color.
And then I got some Maybelline, the Superstay Matte Ink in 270 Coca Connoisseur. Stumbling on my words, which look like that.
Okay, that Maybelline lip color formula is like really, really nice. It's like a liquid lip, you know, kind of like the Ofra liquid lips, but it's not quite as dry as a lot of the liquid lipsticks tend to be, especially on the ColourPop ones. Those suck. And it's pretty comfortable. It's pretty long lasting. It is a little sticky, so there's that, but they look really lovely. They're at a good price point, and man, if you can get it with a coupon, I say go for it.
So now we're on to the actual groceries. Becky and I buy separate groceries because we eat differently, and plus we spend money differently a lot. Okay, so I got honey mustard. This is strictly just the stuff that I got that I'm gonna have. Vitamin water. This is the zero sugar one, so there's only, there's no calories. Oh, that's okay, because we're gonna I actually got 3 of those. I don't know the other one at this moment. I got my favorite hot sauce, which is Tapatio. I love Tapatio so much. I got some caramel Premier Protein. This is just for when I'm too lazy to make something, that's just me being honest. They also have their pumpkin spice out now, but I didn't realize I hate pumpkin spice. I mean, I don't like how it tastes. I don't. I got some Del Monte pepper beans. I got 50% less sodium. I should have a few cans of those. Another. I got 2 cans of the Rotel Mild Diced Tomatoes and Green Chilies. So 2 of those. I got some chicken stovetop stuffing. Really random. I saw this at the checkout line. This is probably why I put it there, because people are just waiting and they're like, oh, it's good. It's Private Selection Caramel Milk Chocolate and Rogue Pretzels. Look how good that looks. For 1 pretzel, 100 calories.
I got a beef ramen and a chicken ramen. I got 2 bags of this Ready Pasta Elbows, which is one of my favorite pasta shapes. I got some edamame, low-fat feta cheese. This garlic and herbs spread, you guys. I recommend this wholeheartedly. It is absolutely delicious.
See, this is again like problems with food that I'm noticing, right? Like she just got 2 more packets of ramen. Becky in the last haul had gotten 2 packets of ramen. We know that's a binge food for Amberlynn. Is she eating them? Are they gone all of a sudden? And notice it's the same one chicken, 1 beef, right? Same as last time, which makes me feel that Becky didn't want to eat them, especially given the history that she has with ramen, that she got them for Amber. And once more, she also had that little can of like the Rotel, tomatoes with the diced peppers in it. So is Amberlynn eating them? Is she asking Becky to make them for her and then eating them like she used to do before when she would be in like the binge monster phase? This is bad. I don't like that. And then same thing with that herb and garlic dip, right? That she got with her pretzels. That's a pretty big container of dip. Did you eat the whole thing? Like, it's not really meant to be eaten like 1 serving that you're eating every day. Those are not great foods. They're snack items that you can have in your pantry and you can eat them, but you shouldn't be going through it that quickly. The pre-made pasta just bothers me. It takes like 12 minutes to make pasta. Just make pasta, girl.
I got a chocolate fudge brownie Ben and Jerry. Can I remind more? What that is? I got some turkey burgers, which I love making in the air fryer. It's made with white turkey, which is awesome to see. It's 65% less fat, all natural, Genio. These are my favorite. I love Genio. I got some frozen corn, some of these simple potatoes, shredded hash browns. You guys, I love these so freaking much. They're delish. I also love this. Reason why I got it. This is lightly seasoned Asian medley. So good. I got some frozen peas, just some ground turkey. I got this huge thing of chicken. It's just chicken tenderloins, which I prefer tenderloins over anything when it comes to baking chicken. So I'm just gonna make all of it and then just have like leftovers. Obviously, Becky can have some of that too because she doesn't bake chicken. So Harvest Snacks is one of my favorite snacks, but they always have like the snacky shape. Now they have Topper Duos. It's a green pea crisp and sour cream and onion. And they also have Crunchions. It's baked not fried. They're red lentil snack crisp, also in sour cream and onion. So gotta try those. To me, that's a healthier alternative than having like chips. I got some fresh broccoli. I also got some fresh cauliflower that is already cut and ready to roll. I did get this to drink out of, just a little drink. This is my last bag. I got whole wheat wraps in extreme wellness, so I can make me some wraps because I really like the wraps that I get from what's it called, Chick-fil-A, but I want to stop ordering from there and want to make them. So I got some rotisserie seasoned chicken breast, which is one of my favorites. It's becoming a food mountain. And the last thing I got is some carrots. So that's everything. I'm gonna throw all this away. Oh my god, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright, you guys, so it's the end of the vlog. That means it is time for a curvy comment. So let's do this. Today's winner is hello, goodbye. Of course you have not changed. You thrive off of negativity, and you know that gives you the most views to get that coin for Walmart crap. We should not give her the attention she thinks she's going to get, honestly. Alright, I'm sorry, but if I thrived off of negative attention, because supposedly that gives me the most views, which then in retaliation would give me the most money, these are not the type of videos that I would be filming. It's just weird that anything that I do that people think is like cringy or whatever, which is just being me, people think that I'm trolling when I'm not. So it's like, if you guys think my whole life is like a big troll fest, that's just an opinion and it's not true.
Okay, no, ma'am, no. You and I both know that you have said in the past and have done extremely trolly things. You have said that trolling puts you in a bad mood, but that full body shots and pictures of you eating get the most amount of clicks and views. And you do it on purpose to generate that kind of revenue. So don't come on here acting brand new, Amber. This is the thing that makes me so mad. Up until this point, I was actually, give or take, enjoying your vlogs, right? Most of the stuff I had to say was not really criticism. It was just adding information to her life. This makes me really heated because you know you've done that. So coming on here and pretending that you're not doing that again when we've literally seen you make a face like this with a bow bun, like, you don't think that that's what you're doing? You don't see the trolling? I don't believe that. You're not stupid, Amber. Why are you doing this? And then turning it around and gaslighting your audience and making them feel like they're idiots for thinking that you're doing that. That's not cool. Okay, so conclusion. I actually was enjoying the video. I thought the pictures of her from her childhood were very cute. I felt sad for Becky. I felt kind of invested in her life. And every time I do, Amber ends up doing something that like pisses me off. And her response to her curvy question or whatever, it was not nice, right? don't try and rewrite history, Amber. We have all of it on tape. We know you did it, you know you did it, and you know you're doing it again. Just own it. Own it and be like, yeah, so what? I did it, you know? And if people have negative things to say about your mental health and how it's affecting you mentally, you can just say, well, you know, I got over it. I'm fine now. I mean, you've shown no issue with it so far. Maybe you really are fine. Maybe you're talking to your psychiatrist or a therapist about it. I don't really know. I hope you are. But even if you're not, just saying, yeah, I'm doing it. I want to generate the clicks. I want to generate the views. That's not a bad thing to say. That's what everybody wants. That's what I want. No one puts YouTube videos up because they want the people to ignore them. But lying about it and gaslighting your audience into feeling like, oh yeah, I've never done that, y'all are just making it up, that's what makes people not like you. That's what causes your audience to turn against you. Well, that will be it from me. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you hated it. Let me know down below if you liked it or hate it. Let me know about the dot to dot thing, because I'm really curious if you guys do stuff like that. I don't, and I think it's weird, but do let me know. And the links to my social media are all down below. Everything I'm wearing on my face is linked down below. And that will be it from me. Remember, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not relatable. Peace.